Finland allows Ukraine to strike Russia with Finnish weapons.
Here's a summary of the article.
Your profile can be used to present content that appears more relevant based on your possible interests, such as by adapting the order in which content is shown to you, so that it is even easier for you to find content that matches your interests. Content presented to you on this service can be based on your content personalization profiles, which can reflect your activity on this or other services, possible interests and personal aspects. Information regarding which content is presented to you and how you interact with it can be used to determine whether the content, e.g., reached its intended audience and matched your interests. Reports can be generated based on the combination of datasets regarding your interactions and those of other users with advertising or content to identify common characteristics. Information about your activity on this service, such as your interaction with ads or content, can be very helpful to improve products and services and to build new products and services based on user interactions, the type of audience, etc. Content presented to you on this service can be based on limited data, such as the website or app you are using, your non-precise location, your device type, or which content you are interacting with. Certain information is used to ensure the technical compatibility of the content or advertising, and to facilitate the transmission of the content or ad to your device.
This post received a score of 33,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Seems silly to be at war with a country but not be allowed to strike at the country you're at war with.
Finland, we need to have a neutral stance with Russia. Finland joins NATO. Finland, let's bomb Russia. Welcome to NATO.
The thing is, we really tried neutrality and friendship with Russia. Our former president was regularly in contact with Russian leadership and we tried to keep open communication and ties. Now it's evident that they were preparing for an attack on Ukraine and figured they could strong-arm us into still being friendly. Then Ukraine attack happened and it became clear that this attempt at being friendly was always in vain under the current leadership. They have their own plans for Europe and the world, and they see neutral countries as just pawns or potential territory to use militaristically in the future.
The sad part is that even though the Finnish defense plan has always been focused on discouraging Russian invasion, and the generational trauma of war still exists, Finnish relations with Russia seem to be on a good trajectory. Most people in Finland didn't see Russia or Russians as a de facto enemy anymore. Trade was good, and for a good while it really seemed like it was possible for Russia to stop being imperial assholes, and maybe even become an actual ally to Finland. Our whole defense plan has been refined for decades to make every inch of Finnish territory incredibly difficult and costly for Russia to invade and/or control. Why join NATO if we already have such a good answer to a Russian invasion? It's simple. Russia has shown that it is not a rational actor.
Greater than they are basically self-destructing in real time, all just to relive some bygone dream of a great Russian empire. The worst part is all they needed to do to be a great country was to work on themselves. They have so much land and resources.
Do you steal from yourself? Putin is a kleptocratic dictator in disguise in a sham democracy. Of course he wants everyone else's shit.
Putin absolutely steals from Russia. His whole concept seems to be stealing from Russia. But since he's hit a point where there's nothing else to steal from the people without breaking the country, he's got to make more Russia. So we get the various invasions plus what he's been doing in Africa.
It's been estimated Putin and his oligarchs steal 2 out of every 3 rubles of the GDP of Russia. People often talk about how small the Russian GDP is and make comparisons to small European countries, but it's that small because Putin puts it in his pocket and uses it to enrich himself and further his goals. In a stroke he can unilaterally bribe, corrupt, and extort any democratically elected leader in the world with any penchant for greed.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.